So now that you know, if you take a steep transition to your beach, as your swell comes in, it will catch and give you a very steep hollow wave as this energy catches on the transition of the beach. We also know that if you've got a nice soft transition to your beach, as this swell comes in and this energy catches, you'll get a nice soft spilling wave, breaking in deeper water as this energy catches on a softer transition to your beach. What if your beach doesn't come up in one nice even transition? What if your beach comes up very softly here, only to fall away here, only to come up very steeply on the inside? Meaning that out here you would have waves coming in, and as they come in they would catch on the soft transition of the beach and you get a nice soft spilling wave. But then as it passes through this deep water channel, it will reform and then break very violently, giving where it hits this steep transition to the beach, giving you a hollow dumping wave. Also, your beach might come up very steeply here, come along and then drop off down into a channel or gully, and then come up very softly here on the inside. Meaning that as the swell comes in here and catches on the steep transition, you'll get a very hollow dumping wave, breaking in shallow water, and then as it passes through and it hits this deep water channel, gully, it will reform only to break very softly and gently on the inside. So the key point to this is, when you're learning to surf, just starting out, you want a nice soft transition to your beach that will give you a nice soft spilling wave, as opposed to a very steep transition that will give you a very steep hollow wave. And when you turn up at your beach, if you find on the higher tide, your beach has got a very steep, violent wave, but on the lower tide, you actually find you've got a nice soft spilling wave, then this could be a low tide spot. Whereas here, where you've got a nice soft set transition to the beach, say for the higher tide where you'll have a nice soft wave, but then on a lower tide the waves are going to be breaking on a much steeper transition, giving you a hollow dumping wave. So the key point really is know your environment. If there's lifeguards to your local beach, speak to them. If there's a local surf club, speak to them, but do your research, know your environment. Beaches are a bit like fingerprints. They all look the same, but they're very different. Know your environment. Know your environment.